Breece Hall has some high expectations of himself this year. We have a new article that came out. It is Monday, the 30th, June 30th, 2025. I want to bring up this article that I saw on Athlon Sports talking about, Breece talking about himself and kind of what his goals are for the year, what he thinks he can do. This is by Adam Schultz, again, Athlon Sports. And down here, we have a quote from Hall saying, I can receive and I can run the ball. For me, it's not more so rushing the ball. It's just about my total output because I can be a 1,000-yard rusher and a 1,000-yard receiving back. I feel like for me, it's just more so about me getting my touches. I just need to touch the ball. And I feel like whenever I touch the ball, I can make a big play out of it. So out of everybody drafted in 2022, Breece Hall is certainly on, I think, the chopping block potentially. He's playing definitely for his Jets career this season. He's going to be looking for that contract. The three guys that were drafted in the first round, Sauce, Garrett, JJ, they got their fifth-year extension, so they're not going anywhere. And Garrett and Sauce are going to be getting extensions hopefully soon. We don't know about JJ. We got to see, how well he plays coming off the injury, which that'll be a topic for another day. But Breece being a second-round pick, he doesn't have that fifth-year option. He needs to play lights out in order to get that contract. And unfortunately, the way the league is going, they really undervalue the running back position. So guys like Braylon Allen or even Isaiah Davis could step up and take those touches away from Hall this year, ultimately not getting him that 1,000-yard rushing season that he expects out of himself, or 1,000-yard receiving season. I understand that it really does come down to touches, and out of the three, I think Breece Hall is clearly the most experienced and the best out of the three running backs. But when it comes down to sheer numbers, he has to touch the ball in order to get his yardage. Now, last year was certainly a down year rushing wise. We heard Aaron Rodgers talk about how the rushing game or the running idea there, or the scheme was not really good. And honestly, as far as that goes, look, Aaron, you had your offensive coordinator there that you handpicked, and you got to audible any play you wanted. So I really don't want to hear about the deficiencies of the offense when you were clearly in control. Again, topic for another day. But when you watch the tape of Breece Hall last year, you see him missing a lot of holes. You see him not really having that vision. I don't think Breece Hall is the kind of guy that just forgets how to rush the ball. Clearly, he had vision issues, but I think it was more so his ability to not trust the offensive line to kind of do what they had to do in order to make the holes. And I think the whole offense as a whole was just out of sync with Aaron Rodgers audibling so much and the scheme not being that great. Could he get 1,000 yards rushing? I think it's absolutely possible as long as he gets the touches. He is a 3-down back, but in today's age, and especially with Tanner Angstrand's scheme coming from Detroit, they're going to probably mix in a lot of Braylon Allen and a lot of Isaiah Davis, because that's what they do, or that's what they did over in Detroit. It was kind of rushing by committee. So it's quite possible that he may not get those 1,000 yards, and then we're sitting in a position this time next year where he's not on the team because he did leave and go somewhere that is going to pay him the money. Because here, if he doesn't perform, he's not going to get the contract. I love Breece Hall. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely think he's the best running back we've had in a very long time. We need a better rushing scheme. We need an offensive line that he can trust to open up the holes. And honestly, he's got to do better with his vision. So again, that all comes down to coaching, which is the linchpin of everything going on with the Jets right now. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of this article. Do you think Breece Hall is on the track? Well, obviously he's on the hot seat right now, but do you think Breece Hall is here next year? Do you think he gets the yards that he thinks he can get?